Hi there, you are watching IndianExpress.com videos. The Income Tax Department has launched an e-facility to link an individual's Aadhaar number with the permanent account number. The government had recently made it compulsory to link the Aadhaar with the PAN for filing of income tax returns beginning from 1st of July. Your PAN card could be rendered invalid by December this year if you don't link it. To help you with that, here is how you can link your Aadhaar number with your PAN. Step number 1. The department on its website incometaxefiling.government.in has created a new link. Clicking on this link would direct you to the Aadhaar PAN linking page. Step number 2. The link then requires you to type your PAN number, Aadhaar number and the exact name as given in your Aadhaar card. You also have to fill the CAPTCHA code so you're not identified as a robo. Step number 3. According to the advisory provided by the department on its homepage, the linking will be confirmed following verification from the Unique Identification Authority of India. Step number 4. It also specifies that in case of any minor mismatch in Aadhaar name provided, a one-time password will be required, which will be sent on your registered mobile number and email. In order to ensure linking without failure, make sure that the date of birth and gender in PAN and Aadhaar are exactly the same. The website also assures that there is no need to log in or register on the department's e-filing website. Under the amendments of the Finance Act 2017, the government made it mandatory for taxpayers to code the Aadhaar for the filing of income tax returns. From 1st of July onwards, Aadhaar has been made compulsory for applying for PAN as well. For more news and updates, log on to IndianExpress.com.
Face-offs between Chinese and Indian troops over road construction on the borders of a 269 square kilometer plateau in Bhutan claimed by China has sparked off what experts are describing as the worst crisis in the relations between New Delhi and Beijing since troops from the two countries confronted each other at Dolang Beg Oldie in 2013. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lu Kang indicated that the point of friction was in the Donglong region, which he stressed belonged to China. It is reported that the incidents happened at Donglong is the part of disputed territory between China and Bhutan. As the government moves against Kashmiri separatists with a string of cases on alleged terror funding, a probe launched by the National Investigation Agency last year on the same lines has failed to find any evidence. A year down the line, the agency has found that all transactions through these bank accounts were legitimate and not connected in any way to terror funding. No evidence of terror funding or financial aid to stone pelters have been found in that case. Indian Space Research Organization's latest communication satellite, GSAT-17 on Thursday successfully launched around 2 a.m. by a heavy-duty rocket of Arianespace from the spaceport of Koryo in French Guiana. The satellite also carries equipment for meteorological data relay and satellite-based search and rescue services being provided by earlier INSAT satellites. The launch of GSAT-17 will be the third satellite launched by ISRO this month, the other two being the first developmental flight of GSLV Mk3 and PSLV C-38 missions, both from Siharakot spaceport. Mithali Raj led side defeated England by 35 runs and they will now lock horn with West Indies today. In a video generated by ICC, Mithali Raj talked about her side's game plan and there will be no room for complacency, especially after their win over England. Days after the family of later flight pursuer Neerja Bhanot, whose life story was brought on screen in the Sonam Kapoor-led film Neerja, moved the court accusing the producers of going back on their word of sharing 10% of the movie's net profit. Foxstar Studios has stated that it owes no contractual obligation towards the Bhanots and the issue is between the producer Atul Kasbekar and the family.